this video, we are going to learn about derivatives. The first derivative of f is defined by the first derivative of f of x is equals to the limit of f multiplied by x plus h minus f of x divided by h as h approaches to 0, and also this formula is called quotient difference. Now let's proceed with quotient difference. Here's an example. F of x is equals to 5x squared minus 3x plus 2. Try to substitute all the x with x plus h. After replacing all the x with x plus h, copy the given, then divide it all over to h. Distribute the 5 multiplied by x plus h and 3 multiplied x plus h, and again, divide it all over to h. Cancel out the similar terms. Now we have 10x8 plus 5h squared minus 3h divided to h. Cancel the remaining h's. We have 10x plus 5h minus 3. Now copy it again just to make it clear. Remember, as h approaches to 0, replace all h to 0. Cancel it out, and then 10x minus 3 will be your final answer. So now let's proceed to the basic derivative rules.
For the first rule, we have the product rule. The derivative of f of x multiplied by g of x is equals to f of x multiplied by the first derivative of g of x plus the first derivative of f of x multiplied by g of x. So for example, we have f of x is equals to 5x squared. Use 5 as f of x and x squared as g of x. 5 derivative of x squared plus the derivative of 5 multiplied by x squared. 5 times 2x plus 0 multiplied by x squared. The final answer is 10x. For the second rule, we have power rule. The derivative of x raised to the nth power equals n times x raised to the nth power minus 1. For example, f of x is equals to x squared. The derivative of x squared equals 2x raised to the second power minus 1. The answer is 2x.
For the third rule, we have constant rule. Derivative of a constant is equals to 0. For example, derivative of 1 is 0. And also derivative of 2 is also 0. Now we have here the third rule, which is the quotient rule. Derivative of f of x over g of x equals g of x multiplied by the first derivative of f of x minus f of x multiplied by the first derivative of g of x divided by g of x squared. For example, f of x equals 1 over x. Using the formula, replace the given formula by using 1 as f of x and x as g of x equals x derivative of 1 minus 1 multiplied by derivative of x all over x squared. X times 0 minus 1 multiplied by 1 all over x squared. Cancel out x times 0. The final answer is negative 1 over x squared. Lastly, we have chain rule. Derivative of f multiplied by g of x is equals to the first derivative of f multiplied by g of x multiplied by the first derivative of g of x. Example, f of x equals 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 raised to the 10th power. First, use the power rule. Put 10 before the given raised to the 10th power minus 1. Multiply by the derivative of the given. 10 quantity of 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 raised to the 9th power times 6x plus 2. Multiply 10 by 6x plus 2 so it will become 60x plus 20. Then copy the given raised to the 9th power and that will be your final answer.